Hey YouTube, how's it going? CoffeeCan5577 here, finally starting off a new series called Coffee Learns Magic Duels. Magic Duels is going to be the first game that I'm going to introduce this new series on. And the reason why I chose this game is because I've heard this is the best game for new players to learn Magic. I've always wanted to learn Magic, and I've just been doing other things. But this time I want to jump in and just kind of see how it goes. So, that being said, if you want to learn Magic with me, you're more than welcome to check this out. I highly encourage you to do so. So, let's just jump right in. Alright, let's take a look here. Let's go right in the campaign. Let's see what we have. Alright, let's start this duel. You lead a small group of street toughs known as Kythion's Irregulars. Together, you act as a force for justice and charity in the slums. While raiding in a crow and a stay for food, you draw the attention of the city guards. Welcome to your first magic duel. Apply what you have learned in the skill quests to defeat your opponent. The skill quests basically talked about the basic rules of magic, and I can explain those as we go along. Okay, so first things first. The game consists of a main phase, a combat, a block phase, which are these right here. Main, combat, and then blocking, and then the actual damage phase itself, and then it goes back to main. If you're just starting off, every deck in Magic needs to have some form of land cards. Land cards are these right here, the ones that are glowing, and you would simply cast these out, and land allows you to cast more powerful spells the more land you have out on the field, such as these elite vanguards here. And just in case you want to find out more information about a card, you can always zoom in on it to see its effects. This is just a typical creature or human soldier, so not really anything special, but I can use it in addition to my land card, so I will go on ahead and throw that out there. I can't do anything in the attack phase because I have a creature out there. One quick thing about monsters: the turn that you summon them, this little swirly here, that means they have summoning sickness and they can't attack the turn they're summoned. So I'm going to draw another land card, and I'm going to play another monster. Now I have an attack phase. Since I summoned this monster the previous turn, I can attack with it, so I'll go ahead and do that. I'll confirm the attack, and let it do its thing. Alright, so it did 2 damage. Now, in case you're wondering why my card is sideways, that's because when you attack with a monster, after it attacks, it becomes what's called tapped, which means it can't attack anymore on that turn. But they become untapped on the next turn over, which means you can attack with them again. So now my monster became untapped, and I can attack with both of these monsters now. But I'm going to keep playing land, and then summon more monsters, which is a very popular strategy in the Magic universe, as far as I know. I'm still a noob at this thing, so bear with me. Alright, and I can go and play one more monster out there, so I'll have 2 monsters out there with summoning sickness, but I can attack with 2 more. A quick way to attack with everybody is to just hit attack with all, and then confirm the attack. And they go directly to the attacker's, the other player's life points. They don't go to a monster. During the block phase, the opponent receiving damage can choose what monsters will block which attacks. But you can't decide which monsters of theirs will block your attacks, only they can decide that. So keep that in mind as you make your attacks. Alright, another monster. That's fine. So now it goes into the second main phase, which allows you to summon monsters even after the combat phase, if you so choose. And then it'll be my turn again. So he summoned 2 monsters out, both have summoning sickness. This one has no attack points, but 3 toughness points. This number here shows the attack power of the monster. This shows the toughness. The toughness is the number that it takes for them to pass out or faint and then go right into the graveyard. Forgive me as I'm making Pokemon references here. I've been playing Omega Ruby for the past couple days and I just love the game. So, I'm playing the land card here. And then let's check out this monster right here, Eagle of the Watch. Zoom in real quick. Alright, so there's three things here: flying, vigilance, and creature. The creature just explains what kind of card that is, or what kind of monster. The flying means that only flying monsters can damage this monster itself. Nothing on the ground can hurt this thing. Vigilance means it will always remain untapped. It will not tap out when you attack. So, something else that's pretty handy to keep in mind. So let's zoom out real quick. I'll go on ahead and summon this one. Now I can attack with all three of my monsters, so I'll go ahead and do that. I will attack with all of mine, confirm it, and just see what happens. Alright, so those two cards are out. That one's still alive, because it has one more toughness point at the end. Now it's the opponent's turn. Play another land. Now they'll choose to attack, but they will end their turn. So now, it's down to me. So because I have 4 land cards out, I can summon both of these monsters. And another thing to check out that I forgot to mention. This number right here in the top corner, this shows you how many land cards you need to summon that monster. And if you have more than one of these land cards, for instance, you can summon more than one of these monsters with only the 1 land requirement. So keep that in mind as you keep going. So I'll summon both of them. That means now all my lands are tapped, and I will once again attack with all. And then pretty much just lather, rinse, and repeat. Now the creature he has can block 2 of my monsters because he has 3 toughness. Now it's his turn again. He'll play another land card. Back to his main, he'll summon yet another monster. Just continue because that's a basic one. I'll summon another Eagle of the Watch. And I'm assuming he'll block, because if I attack with every one of my monsters, he will lose the duel, so let's just kind of see where this goes. So he will choose to block my attacks. Or at least some of them. So that Valiant Guard is still active. And now both of those cards go to their respective graveyards. Okay, just another basic monster. And something else to consider: if you block a monster and your blocker is still alive, they will regain their toughness points at the end of their turn. So the reason why the Valiant Guard is still active is because he's been getting back to at least 2 points every turn. So I'll play this monster. And let's pretty much just end this thing. So attack with all, confirm the attack, and then watch him get decimated by my very basic white deck. Which, if I'm correct in my thinking, I would assume that Magic Duels just gives you pre-built decks for all these duels. They don't let you customize your decks, I would say, to an extent. I could be wrong. If I am, let me know in the comments if you've played this before, and I'll be sure to let you guys know. Okay, so first duel 1, not really anything big. Some more tokens to add to my collection. And then along with some achievements that I got. So we'll just continue there. You fight your way out of your hideout, but you realize continued resistance will put your friends at risk. You lay down your weapons, and the guards haul you off to the dungeons. You are sentenced to 10 years for thievery. Wow. Okay, so that's the basis of Magic Duels. I've still got a lot left to go, but I want to thank you guys for watching this, and I hope that you will subscribe and continue to watch as I go through this series. So, thanks again, and I will catch you guys soon. Coffee out.